Yo guys, what's happening? Okay, so I normally do a video like this, but I'm just gonna do a quick one like this. Chris Eubank Jr. He lost today against Billy Joe Saunders. Swing it whichever way you like, whether you had it a draw or whether you had it Eubank winning or Billy Joe Saunders winning by a mileage, or whatever it is, Eubank Jr. by a mileage. He lost the fight. Okay, three judges scored it. There was no payouts. He lost the fight. And the thing's this, right? What's next for him? I think the more important question is, what the hell did he do wrong today and what went wrong with him? Now, I think you can spot what went wrong in Chris Eubank's, I don't know if you want to call it training or what you want to call it, in his career. Man, he needs to get rid of someone. Who am I talking about? I wonder who I'm talking about. There is an issue in Chris Eubank Jr.'s corner. In every single picture, in every single promotion of Chris Eubank Jr., all you see and all you hear is Chris Eubank Sr. I think what Chris Eubank Jr. needs to do is get out of his father's shadow. He needs to pack his bags and go to America. I think he's learned some good stuff over there, but I think he needs to learn more. I think he needs a good trainer. He needs to leave Eubank altogether and he needs to progress himself. I think he needs to learn the basics. I think that he doesn't have basic boxing. When I looked at him, he did not have fluid footwork. He did not have a fluid jab. He did not have a straight, just an easy jab cross. He just didn't have that in him. He was leading with left hooks. He was leading with uppercuts. If he can learn the basics of boxing, whether that's in the UK or the US doesn't make a difference too much to me at this moment in time, I don't think. But I think learning from America would be good because he's got that sort of style, what would suit an American trainer, especially the TMT camp. I think that someone like Roger or Floyd Sr., I think they're underrated trainers. I think that although they've not really done well with anyone apart from Floyd Mayweather, I think that one fighter that they've got, they've shown that, they've shown what they can do with that sort of, what their level of training can be at, what sort of level they can train at. But I think if he was to go to America, to someone like Nazim Richardson, Floyd Mayweather Sr., because obviously Chris Eubank's got the name, he's got the money. Chris Eubank Jr.'s got a bit of a name anyway, off his father, and he's quite, he's hyped up. I think he should go to America and learn off one of these big trainers. But if he stays in the UK, that's not a crime. I think that Chris Eubank Jr. has a lot of advanced skills, but he doesn't have any sort of basic skill set. He doesn't have any sort of basic skill set. His jab is non-existent. It's just his jab wasn't there today. I feel his footwork was advanced, but the basics weren't there. Like I said again, in the footwork, I think that he was like posing too much and staying still too much. And then when he just got into a normal rhythm, he was fine. So my thing's this for Chris Eubank Jr. I think the most important thing for him is that he needs to go and do the basics. But yeah, people are saying Chris Eubank Jr. is finished. I think he stepped up too early. I think that certain things got exposed about Eubank Jr. I don't think it's his fault. I think it's more his father. I think that Eubank Jr. He's a good fighter. I think that he can be something special because he has a lot of advanced techniques in him that he's been learning from the Mayweather camp. Clearly, I think the money that's been pumped into him, he's gone to advanced trainers to try and learn some advanced stuff, but it seems to me that he hasn't got the basic boxing and he's trying things out of his IQ level, if you will. It's like having a Ferrari but not being able to drive a basic, I don't know, Volkswagen Passat. You can't drive a VW Volkswagen, but you can drive. Sorry, but you're trying to drive a Ferrari. Now, although you may have the faster car and you may have the advanced stuff in that car, if you don't know how to do the basic driving, what's the point of having that car? Bad example, I know, but you get what I mean. Like, he's trying to learn how to run before he learns how to walk, and I think that Eubank Jr. needs to concentrate on the basic boxing for now. I think he can be a very special fighter in the future. I think that he has more special qualities than Billy Joe Saunders, but I think that Billy Joe just did the basics right today, whereas Chris Eubank Jr. was trying to experiment too much. Believing his own hype a little bit. And I think that he needs to just go back to the basics. Just, jab, move. Be able to, just throw your jab at different speeds. Sometimes throw it fast. Sometimes throw it slow. Sometimes change your jab into a left hook. Attack the body a little bit. Not be... I mean, which sort of amateur fighter throws lead uppercuts and lead left hooks from that far away. I've just not seen any sort of fighter do something like that. It's stupid to try and do that. Them moves, Floyd Mayweather can do it because of the way he disguises his punches. So this is the stuff I'm talking about. That when Chris Eubank Jr. when he was fighting Billy Joe Saunders, he was trying to throw lead punches like Mayweather does, but the problem is that he doesn't know how to throw the lead punches. He he can throw the punches, but he doesn't know how to disguise them. He doesn't know how to look into his opponent's eyes and fool them. These little tricks that's taken Mayweather 16, 17 years to master, Chris Eubank Jr. thinks he can master it, early on like this, and it's just not possible for him to do these advanced techniques. I think that the same thing happened with Adrian Broner, and this was a worry of mine going into this fight. But I do think Eubank Jr. can be something very special. I think he's got the power, he's got the speed, he's got the chin. I just think that the issue lies in the basic boxing, which he is lacking, and I think he's getting too much air up his backside, so to speak. And I think he needs to. I think this will humble him, and he will learn a lot, and he's gonna learn so much off this fight. And I think he just needs to go back to jabbing, moving, and just basic stuff what they teach you in the gym, like such as, for example, that you don't have as much power on the back foot than you do on the front foot. When you plant yourself on the ground and you throw your punches, you're gonna have more twerk on it. You're gonna have more power. I think these basic things he just hasn't got in him. Just the very basic amateur stuff. What you learn from the first day you walk into the gym. It's all good learning the techniques of throw a lead left hook, how to throw how to bob and weave and throw your uppercut. But man, if you don't know how to place your feet and how to throw a jab, how are you gonna set up all your punches? So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments in section below. What do you guys think of Chris Eubank Jr.? Can he be anything special? Did he just get his ass handed to him and he's finished? I don't think he's finished. I think he could come back, and this whole confidence thing, it's all down to an individual person. We've seen how many times Amir's gone down and he's come back. We've seen how many times someone like, I don't know, Muhammad Ali in the old school I can think of went on a downer and came back. We've seen the underdog story many, many times, and it's very. And you look at Marcus Maidana, he went down and he's come back. So I really feel like Chris Eubank Jr., he can do it. He's very young. He's got a lot to learn, I think, in the basic departments. I think that someone like Billy Joe Saunders is very good in the basics, but unfortunately, Chris Eubank Jr. isn't good in the basics. He's got all the natural tools. It's just a skill he needs developing. So let me know what you think. Leave your comment section below. Make sure you subscribe as always. Which trainer would you like to see him go to? Freddie Roach, Virgil Hunter, Floyd Sr., Roger Mayweather, Nazim Richardson, a UK fighter, Rob McCracken. Who would you want to see Chris Eubank Jr. go to? I just think he needs to learn the basics, simple as. Let me know what you think. Comments in section below. Subscribe as always. In a bit, guys.